No. How many offsprings does the famous racehorse Secretariat have? 6. What do you mean, offsprings? Children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Secretariat was the last, other than the one that recently done it, one of the last, what is it called, Triple Crown horse winners. But still, its lineage is not 400 million. Try to imagine tonight, when you look at something, anything, 400 million. Imagine getting on I-26 and all you can see for miles and miles is bumper to bumper traffic. You're still not close to 400 million. You're not close. But now it's not just a regular horse. You have to share the microphone, Ricky. I don't know how many times that would reach around Earth, but it would reach around. But not just a regular horse. It's fire-breathing horses. Could you imagine, Brother Josh, 400 million horses fire-breathing on you?
That's almost the population of China.
Did you notice that?
That's almost the population of China. It's almost an entire.
What is one of the regulations China has today? Children. Any of you in it? How many in here has got more than 2 kids? More than 1 kid. Did you know in China, your second born they'd kill? They would kill. And anyone after that, because you're only allowed 1 child. Because of the population. So now we're looking at the size of China. How big is China as a country?
That's one of the superpowers.
I know it's one of the superpowers.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, just take that into consideration.
China. Right here. This little peninsula, or whatever you call it, that has almost 400 million people. You realize the United States don't have that many? We're close, but we ain't got that many. Yeah. So we're not even close to that. So now, if you can understand, now they're not only are they going to be that many, they're going to be fire breathing. I mean, how many's watched the movie Ghost Rider? I love the movie. I know I probably shouldn't be a preacher and love the movie The Fire. Ghost Rider. But I do. I love it. I mean, you got 2 of the greatest actors ever lived in. You got Nicolas Cage and Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott rides a fiery horse. And when it's running, it breathes fire. Me and JD watch it all the time with Tom Dog. What it is in the movie, Nicolas Cage has sold himself to the devil, his soul, and he comes to claim his soul, and he has to fight the soul off, the devil off. In the movie. It's a pretty good movie. But he rides a motorcycle. And Sam Elliott rides that horse of fire. What's wrong with you? And what I'm trying to get you to do tonight, even trying to use this, is trying to get you to understand the fire breathing horse, the fiery horse. And I want to use this for an example. My mom had a horse a few years back. And that was the meanest horse you ever wanted to see. Anyone got on his back, it started bucking, and it tried to throw you off, it tried to get you off at any means possible. These horses are going to be twice as big. Our brother Rick is digging and looking, we won't move on. And thus, in verse 17, I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them had a breastplate of fire, and jackets and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. So now we're looking at the horses. We know they're fiery. We're knowing all this. But now they've got the head of a lion. Not Simba.
Stick it up.
That jacket, if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the precious stones that was put on the preaching.
Yes, you're right. I hadn't noticed that, but yes, you're right.
I couldn't find
You are right. I remember reading that. Yes, you're right. But now they got to the lion's head. So what is the lion representation of? Huh? No, not very scary. What is the lion today? What is his duty in the jungle? He's the king. Josh had already said it. I was wondering if he was going to say it again. But Ricky sort of hung on the microphone over here. But I'm just kidding. He's the king of the jungle. He is the alpha male. He's the head. I saw little twirly birds going to reacting again. Oh, by the way, happy birthday today. Just thought of that at that moment. But he's the king of the jungle. A lion is. So when I was thinking of this and I was studying this, Brother John, I began to wonder, why would it be a horse on fire with a lion's head? It's a nose, not a notice, and I'm not trying to say a notice. It's a visual that when you see it, it's king. It's the leader. But now you're going to have 400,000. Ricky's so happy. But now there's going to be so many of them. And you're going to look, you're going to see the king's head. How many in here have watched The Lion King? What happened in The Lion King? Mufasa died. Simba ran off like a little scared chicken. Went and met Pumbaa and whatever that other one's name was. Timon and Pumbaa, whatever. And who took his place? Who took the throne? Scar, an evil character, right? And what did he do to the Pride Land? As the king, he destroyed it. He destroyed it. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm just using it as an example. You'll see what I'm getting at. But what happened when the good lion come back home? When Simba come back, he took over. And what did he do? He rebuilt the Pride Land. Ricky's about to jump out of the seat here. He restored it. You didn't take the microphone. Oh, there you go.
He restored the Pride Land.
Here we go.
While you're fixing that, brother, let me say too that jacket is a stone. It is a stone, and it's also one of the precious stones, one of the 12 precious stones that are revealed in the city, the New Jerusalem, the city of God.
You're hung up on that stone, mate.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to explain about the lion, and he keeps going back to the stone. I know the stone is important. I know that. But I want everybody to understand the lions and the horses. But Scarface took over, and I know this is sort of weird that you're taught the Lion King. But it's just something that I know people can grasp a hold of and understand. That when Scarface took over, he destroyed. His duty was to destroy the Pride Land. What did the lionesses? He made them hunt. All the lions didn't have to hunt anymore. He made the lionesses hunt. Who got to take over the Pride Land? The hyenas. They got to come in and take over the Pride Land. If you're looking for him, he's the pastor. Yeah. But what I'm getting at tonight is this. Think about this now. I want y'all to listen to me real good. He destroyed the pride land. What's going to happen to these people? What does the Bible say?
They'll destroy it.
No. No. If y'all read it, we just read it. They won't destroy anything. They're not allowed to harm the grass. Read it. Let's back up, read it again. Ricky looked at me and grinned when I said that. And I'm not trying to be mean when I said that.
I'm making pizza. What is pizza? It's pizza. Make pizza.
Yeah, verse 4 and 5. I'm glad y'all said that. Verse 4 and 5, what chapter? Oh, I looked at the wrong chapter. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. See, they're not going to hurt anything but the one. They can't take that. Now their job is to try to destroy me and you. Try to destroy Brother Rick. Now I'm not saying we'll be here for that, but anyone that's not took part of the mark of the beast, that's their job, is to try to destroy them. Try to destroy those. So as we move on, and here, and see, notice how the chapter, even though we're reading in the last part of the chapter, notice how it reverts back to the first part of the chapter. Y'all seeing that tonight? These scriptures, and that's why Revelation is so hard for people to grasp a hold of. You might be reading something in the last part of the chapter, and it reverts back to the front part of the chapter.
And back.
You have to back and forth to understand it. And Daniel, I know we didn't go into Daniel, and in some cases now I'm regretting that we didn't do Daniel. You'd have more understanding. But you have to go through Daniel with this. All right, as we move on in verse number 18. Well, we'll back up and we'll talk about Ricky's rock. Jesseth, the Bible says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and of Jesseth. I took it off here. You have it back. What is Jesseth? I cannot say the words. It's precious stone. It's precious stone. It's precious stone. All right. What all is the precious stone in your life? Today, Denise, did it be a precious stone that Kenny went and bought you a 30-karat gold and 20-karat diamond ring? Yeah. He said, yeah, it'd be precious. I've been pawning it on my way to give it to her. That would be a precious stone to you. But Ricky, what is the importance? You're dying to tell me. What is the importance of this ring, of this stone?
The main importance of the stone on the breastplate is, like he said, that stone there, it's red. It's red. And it represents the fire. And that, you could go all the way back to the Yeah. It's great. It's great.
Do y'all like ruby rings? You ain't never seen a ruby? Who has seen a ruby? Do you like rubies? Do you think it's very? This stuff. Carol said no.
No. She was asking me what. She knows that probably.
That red is nowhere near what this red is. This is a more beautiful red. So, have you ever watched, and I know I hate using television stuff, but It's easy for people to relate to. How many, huh? How many's ever watched the Grand Ole Opry? How many remember back in the 80s and 90s on the Grand Ole Opry, the curtain would open and Porter Wagner would walk out there? What was the thing that caught your eyes? All that shiny coat. I mean, he had round so. You weren't in my but what I'm getting at is this. Porter Wagner, he'd come out, he'd open up that, boy, I mean, his pants would have rhinestones, his jacket would have rhinestones, his cowboy boots, I mean, it was just as amazing as you could see. I don't know if you ever seen it, Josh. But what was always amazing to me is he'd open up that jacket when he was opening up the Grand Ole Opry. And inside there'd be a ruby. In the center of a wagon wheel, right above it, it'd say, "Hi," in rhinestones. And you could see it because the lights hit it and made a sparkle. I always wanted to be one. I did. I always wanted to be a rhinestone jacket because of him and Sylvester Stallone. When Sylvester Stallone was Rhinestone Cowboys. I know some of y'all probably don't remember that movie, but that's all right. But Dolly Parton took him and taught him how to sing country music as a New York cat. But they're so beautiful. That I want them. I don't wear this ring to work. It's just a black ring. And I don't want to get all that stuff in it, Brother Reed. Because it's the Lord's Prayer. Because to me, it's beautiful. It was given to me by Brother Joe. He gave me that ring. What, about a year ago? Or more? And I've worn it ever since. But to me, it's beautiful. My wedding ring is beautiful. Well, why don't you not wear your wedding ring? The reason I don't wear my ring. That's a symbol of love. That's to never leave my hand. Amen. I wear that. I shower with it. Everything. It never leaves my face. If I got a necklace on, I'll take the necklace off. I'll take this ring off, even though it's beautiful. That one won't come off. You know what I was looking at? I see that one, Brother Reed? I see a new form. Yeah. So what I'm getting at is I can see stuff that's beautiful all around. That's about the 8th wedding ring I've had in 16 years. I went through a bunch. Last one I had diamonds that run across the center. I mean, it had some bling to it. It didn't say bling bling. Then I broke it. But what I'm getting at tonight is that's to catch your attention when you see this. When you read that scripture, that should catch your attention. If you're still here during this time, you see a horse in the lion's head. If that don't catch your attention, there's something wrong. But that stone should. But look back in the old priests, Brother Richard's already brought out, in Genesis, they wore. Why did they wear? Sign of fire. And what's the one thing we pray for a lot? Fire to fall from heaven. Fire of God. The power of God. This is an example of the power of God. Let's move on. Verse number 8. By these three was the third part of men killed by fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Do you imagine a horse now? We got a horse that's got a lion's head, it's on fire, it's wearing jewelry, now it's got a serpent on its tail. Ain't that a weird looking animal? But yeah, you can think of it out of science fiction. Have you ever walked behind a horse and the horse take its tail and smack you right in the face? It don't feel good. Well, preacher, I ain't never walked behind it. Chicken. Joe said, yep. You keep your hand, you let him know that you're walking back there, but it will hit you with his tail. Here again, I'll go using another example. Mr. Ed done it all the time in the TV show with his neighbor. The neighbor who'd always call him an old plug. Mr. Ed, the horse, would turn around and smack him with his tail. Ed was no old plug. He was a talking horse. But he called him an old plug, and he'd turn around and he'd smack him with that tail right across the face. Never failed. And it hurt. But now, not only with that tail smack, now it's a serpent. What does a serpent do? It bites. It stings. It hurts. It brings. Kills. What's the one thing I'm scared of? Snakes. Why are you so afraid of snakes? Because number one, Brother Reed, you have to represent the devil. Number two, them things just give you heebie-jeebies.
Amen.
But what's the other thing I'm terrified of? Granddaddy Longlegs. A lot of you looking at me like, why is he afraid of Granddaddy Longlegs? They are the most poisonous spider ever. But they can't bite you because their mouth is too small. But it don't matter if their mouth is too small. I'm going to leave you out when those come around. Them two things. I can deal with a lizard. I even held Stephen Jackson's lizard, so I can deal with that lizard. It took a little bit. I have held an alligator in my hand, but I have never in my life touched a snake. I'm terrified. But now here's going to come a horse. I see a horse with a snake on his tail. I'm done. I know definitely then, Brother Ricky, I missed the rapture. I might look past the lines, Ed. I might look past the jewelry, but I see a serpent on the tail, and I know I'm looking free. That's why this is so important that we realize this. And I know it sounds a lot like it's out of science fiction. I know that. It sounds like something Stephen King would come up with, don't it? It's supposed to be that it scares us.
Did you know that all these creatures you see on TV, the original, when they first started doing these things years ago, it got from the Bible.
Yeah, that's where they come from. Could you imagine that? Pet Cemetery. Does that scare y'all? Chucky scares you? JD said they're going, yeah, because he watched it yesterday. Yeah, I mean, there is certain things, and all you can relate it to anything that you want to that's going to look like this thing. What was that other movie y'all watched the other day? Children of the Corn. Ricky said, oh, that's a good movie. Serious. Ricky talking around talking about the movie. Preacher, you're letting your kids watch it? Don't scare them. If I ain't got to be up with them. But what I'm getting at tonight is, you know, you can take anything that Hollywood's put out there, and when you go and look at some of the animals that they've come up with, even in Pet Cemetery, straight out of the Bible, there's no way you can tell me someone had that kind of imagination without ever picking that up. Because what is more than God? What it done was they picked this up and they read this. And you know what this did? It scared them. That's why they done that. What is, first time you watched Freddy, did it scare you? I was never scared by a horror movie until I went and watched Blair Witch Project. Some of you are saying, well, how could that was scary? Is that what you think? Well, I dare you do this. Go watch it, then leave the movie theaters, go to Parkway, and walk in the woods. But what I'm getting at is they've had to see this stuff and think, well, this stuff could work. If it's scaring me, then I can scare somebody else and make millions off of it.
Amen.
We have a toilet paper. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murderers, nor of their sorcerers, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. The ones that it didn't kill, still didn't repent. Let me ask y'all, someone that wants to answer this. If this didn't kill you, what would be the first thing you do?
If I didn't repent, I'm trying to kill myself.
I've heard the same thing. I've heard repent, kill myself, I've heard change my drawers.
Oh, don't break this couple chapters back. Within big rock and rocks.
Oh.
Like this.
Yo, that's right.
Verse 20, brothers, is a good example of having false idols, false gods. It says they can't fall, receive, and nothing like that here. A statue can't do none of that stuff. Amen.
And I was getting there with Ricky. Yeah. You know?
So how far into the tribulation the lion?
Oh, the horse with the lion, how far? Well, I'll put it like this. We are, right now, we're at the 5th trumpet. I'm getting there, y'all give me a second. Ricky and Sherry up here trying to answer this. We're at the 5th trumpet. And there is how many trumpets, Ricky? 7. Well, we're at the 5th. Oh, we're at the 5th. Oh, yeah, okay. I was wrong. You're almost to the end. You're on the back half. What happened? Oh, there it is. But you're married. You're not getting to the get over here and say yourself. But right now you're at the back half. And we're entering towards the end of it. All right, idols. And I'm going to use this because I know this. In Stanford, Connecticut, you walk into the main office of the Sergeant Company. They've got, he's right, deputy. They got certain statues. Immortalizing, no, they're trying to say it's immortalizing those who paved the way for today's rap. But the three statues too. Andre the Giant, Ultimate Warrior, I was hoping you knew because I couldn't remember the third one.
I'm telling you,
I can't remember. No. Anyways,
I'm the giant one.
Andre the Giant won it. And I'm not trying to really get hung up on the name of the third statue. But why do they do that? It's bronze statue. What do they say to the younger ones coming up in wrestling? Worship what they did. Now here's their thought. They put the Ultimate Warrior up there. Now I'm just going to show you how messed up the heads of people can be. They put the Ultimate Warrior up there. They fired him in 1992 at SummerSlam because he held them out for more money and refused to wrestle on pay-per-view until they gave him $100,000 cash. And they still put him in a statue.
Oh, it's fancy.
What happened, bud? But they're using these as statues. And don't get me wrong when I say this. I know Abraham Lincoln is our president or a former 16th president, but I hate the statue in Washington. And I've seen it with my own eyes. Him sitting in the big chair with his legs crossed. What are we doing? We're doing immortalizing. Is there one up of our first president? No, there's the Washington Monument. But there's not one. Yeah. Now you've got Washington, you've got Lincoln, Franklin, Roosevelt. Now think about what we're talking about tonight. Think about what we're saying. Statues. They're statues. By being statues, they're saying these people are immortal. If they were so immortal, then why are they a statue? Their real bodies in the grave. But what's the thing tonight? They can't walk now that they're a statue. One of the worst things I think ever happens is when a president dies. Not because it's a sad thing, but it's because they drag that body from pillar to post. It has to lay and stay here for a certain amount of time. It's got to lay over here for a certain amount of time. I'm sure that body is dropping skin by the time they bury it. Ronald Reagan laid and stayed for 36 days in the casket in Washington. Yeah, in the roadshow. And you can walk by and visit the casket with the American flag on it, and that's all it was. You couldn't see the body. And then they flew in from here, done a funeral there, and flew in from here to California and done a funeral that night. And still hadn't buried him. Yeah, at the Ronald Reagan Library. And don't get me wrong, I love Ronald Reagan as a president. But what I'm getting at tonight is you can make these people an image, a graven image. You can make them a idol. I could have danced all over the place the other day. No more American Idol.
Amen.
It's done. I agree. I say amen. All they gotta do now is get rid of the voice and I'll be even happier. Yeah, that's what the, you don't know all that. I call that Triple X dancing.
Be quiet.
Watch it. Bachelorette. But you can take any of this and make it a God to you.
Yeah.
The hardest thing I done, Brother Josh, now I hope y'all don't get mad at me when I say this, was when I got rid of DVR. Why did you get rid of it? Because I started to make stuff with God. It was so important to me that I would record it just so I wouldn't miss it. And I'm not saying if you do that, that's being a God to you. But there was certain stuff that, hey, there for a while, it got where I would not miss stuff now. And I ain't watched it in 2 years now. Huh? Oh, it ain't on no more? But what I'm getting at is stuff was becoming a God to me. One of the first lessons I ever learned in making stuff a God, making stuff an idol to me, was down on Mercedes. I made him a God, I made him an idol. Guess what happened to him? He died. You know what they've done? They made a statue out of him. He can't walk, he can't talk, he can't do none of that. You trust in the idol and it's going to fade. That's right.
I was just going to say that right there is your God. If you allow it to be. You can't do without it.
Can you do without it?
No, sir.
Why would you do without it?
I get grumpy and grouchy. Same thing with coffee. I'm addicted to it. Coffee.
I guess I'm addicted.
You gotta go. How many times have you seen people go outside during the service and get fuel back or we can sleep there?
Used to saw it all the time. I want to read one verse in the next chapter and then we'll close. And I, John, saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head. His face was as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire. Verse 1 of chapter 10. We have finally made it to chapter 10. Our windows are down. What? Windows are down when it's raining. Keys are in the bank. Well,
Cameras go right here, pay
I guess I scored for that. All right, everybody that's watching there at TV land. On computer, it started raining, so everybody had to go roll through. Out there. But well, that's as far as we're going to go with this tonight. But notice sorcerers. What is sorcerers? It's witchcraft. And you know what can be part of that? Porn. What is murder? What took place on you? No, I don't agree with gay part. Is it porn, Ernie? I see the way. But think about murder. What I was saying, I disagree with what took place Sunday on the mass killing. I don't agree with the gays I disagree with the killing.
That's right.
Let God be the judge.
That's right. Amen.
We ain't the judge. We're not the judge. Let God be the judge. Same as when Eric Rudolph, in '96 was bombing the abortion clinics. No, I don't agree with it. But let God be the judge. Let's not try to be the judge. Because what makes you any better when you're a murderer? You're in the same boat they are.
Yeah.
What is sin tonight? Sin is sin.
Amen.
That's
Right.
Nothing's big, nothing's small. Sin is sin.
Amen.
And on that, I say amen. Brother Ricky just missed us.
All of them, thank you. Heaven's God, we have to deep this. We can learn the word of God. It's very important. I'll be with each and every family tonight. Bless at home. If it's what God to do, your will. All we have to do is pray.
Let's collect microphones. What? They're all up here.
Microphone, there's one right on the back of the pulpit.
See, I'm waiting. Yeah, that's.